I don't know who in the right mind would ask me this because I don't have the most enviable body, but I got asked to do a fitness advice video because apparently when you guys see me like this, that I look fit or something. But anyways, since I was a pretty skinny kid and I look much different now than I did back then, even though there are traces, very small traces of evidence to prove that, I guess I could give my input. First of all, I wanted to apologize if you guys leave me YouTube comments and hope for a reply, because the only times I do reply to them is when I'm logged in on YouTube and uploading something, so I notice that I have a comment notification, and the rest of the time I don't log in at all. Sorry. The only times I'm on YouTube is when I'm on my phone, on my bed, when I'm going to bed. So do know that I get to your YouTube comments eventually. I just get to the Tumblr and Twitter ones much faster. And just some background of me is that I was pretty skinny, and then not only was I skinny, but I am short, so yeah, I was pretty easily picked on. I never really made an initiative to change myself until like 2009, and I feel like I've gotten pretty far, but I still have a lot to improve on, so yeah. So as you can see, I'm not as lean as I'd like to be, and only yesterday after seeing some pictures that I feel like my biceps need some work. I don't know. And I don't have the nicest stomach around. So you can see that I need lots of help here, and I just need to get much more leaner. But the problem with that is that I love food so much and I love eating out, and it's hard. Sorry, I'm trying not to make myself look like I have like huge cleavage. But anyways, if you didn't already know, lots of celebrities actually train themselves and eat a certain way for shoots so they look different from like certain music videos compared to performances. So you'll need to find a balance between what you say like and what you can actually maintain. So you need to find what satisfies both your stomach and your physical appearance. So what I've learned is take your time and don't be scared. Take your time being that, I mean that you shouldn't be scared if you're weak. Take your time. Don't be scared if you can't do pull-ups or anything, because it takes time to build up strength. And yeah, like, I don't even know how much I can bench, and I'm pretty sure it's not a lot, so don't be embarrassed. Also, do know that it's a commitment and a lifestyle change, so you'll really need to figure out what to do and how to manage your time wisely. Second of all, make working out a commitment, because what bugs me a lot is when people just say that they want to work out for the summer and then they stop, or they want to lose weight until a certain amount and they stop without actually looking at their measurements and just solely base weight loss on their weight alone. If I did what I do on and off for the past 3-4 years, I wouldn't look anywhere near the way I do right now. And the way I do right now, I'm not even satisfied with. But I can at least say I'm proud of how far I've gotten. Also, not having access to a gym shouldn't be an excuse to not work out at all, because there's actually lots of body weight exercises you can do and things you can do with a dumbbell, which only cost about $1 per pound, that you can do to sculpt your body until you do have access to a gym or save up money or finally give in. And then the transition to actually using equipment and things will be much more smoother, so you can concentrate on building muscles you can't do with dumbbells alone. In regards to diet advice, God knows that I love to eat. And if you follow me on any of my blogs, whether it be Twitter, Tumblr, or my blogger, I'm always posting pictures of food and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. Just food and myself from here down. What I like to do is just eat as healthy as possible without sacrificing too much. So if it's like, well, you all know that I love McDonald's and stuff. So when I have McDonald's, I have just a burger and a drink with no fries. At least then I can have bread without having to have more carbs from eating fries. And that's pretty much how I do it. And when I get sick of burgers, I like to eat salads with nuggets because I can't cook for crap and I consider that healthy. So don't torture yourself when it comes to eating, because if you are put off by like just eating salads and water, that'll just make your experience really horrible and make you not want to work out at all. So if you want to quit soda, then by all means go ahead, but I would take it gradually. And my friends know this and I am so still guilty of it, but I love soda too, and only recently I've switched to diet soda because I feel like I'm getting too old and I can't burn as much calories as I could or something. So I've been noticing a slow improvement in my body, just not as fast as I'd like it to be. So do cut carbs even if it's very little, because it does help. Don't make yourself miserable, because that would just make working out even harder. My body would probably look much better, but I'm guilty of also eating past like midnight, so I would recommend something simple. I like to eat peanut butter with jelly and a big glass of milk with a banana. Keep your nighttime snacks or meals simple. I've also never quit eating rice. It's just that the amount I eat now is pretty much like 2 teaspoons or so. And most of my meals just consume of protein and a lot more veggies. So supplement the greens with rice is what I do. Also, for the vitamins and nutrients I lack, I recommend taking your daily vitamins and supplements, which is mainly fish oil for me. And fish oil supposedly is good for your brain, so I've been taking that in hopes that I would do better in tests because of it. So that's why I take it. When it comes to skin and joints, I don't know if that's really helping me. Also, something that bugs me is when people focus on one part of their body and then don't really care about the rest of themselves. Well, this is my personal opinion, but usually when people think of abs, that's pretty much the thing that makes you hot. But when you have like a gangly body and just abs naturally, I don't think it's the most attractive thing, so it's much more impressive to have really nice shoulders and arms and a chest with just a flat stomach than abs. So don't concentrate on just one part of your body, because you need to really balance out your proportions to look good. Also, if you like focus on things like abs alone and think that crunches will help you, it's actually kind of counterproductive to do so, because you're actually building up your abdominal muscles. In effect, you're like basically building up your stomach while not getting rid of the fat. So know that you can't spot reduce, but you can, however, focus on building up an area, which is pretty much common sense, but some people tend to forget about it. And if you already didn't know, you'll probably want to start a workout schedule for yourself, along with the diet that you're cutting carbs and drinking diet soda or a healthier alternative to whatever sugary drink you have. Also, you should be not eating as much candy as you should be. I don't really eat candy at all. So my workout schedule is basically, well, I try to work out every day, but sometimes it's not possible, so I try to work out at least 3 times a week, and then I try to keep it at 6 times a week, especially now since it's summer. I have the time to, but usually it's 3 to 5 times a week. And I like to make it so that it's weights one day and then cardio, weights, cardio, like that. And for myself, I just like to work on my upper body when it comes to weights, because I have pretty developed calves and thighs as is and a perky butt. So I don't want to really make them any bigger, or I can't pull up my pants. So I like to basically work on my upper body, but I do squats and faux deadlifts to work my whole body. For cardio days, I just like to pretty much dance around like a fool in my room. But yeah, if you don't like running, which I don't at all, which is why my endurance is really horrible, find other things to do to raise your heart rate, which for me would be just like learning choreo and pretending that I'm a superstar. And other days I'm a kickboxing champion. But yeah, running is not my favorite thing to do, even with music. So if you don't like running, I highly suggest finding an alternative that you like. Otherwise, run away. Also, I like to keep my workouts at least an hour and then 2 hours max. So find a time slot for that. So some final advice, if I even gave any, don't worry about your weight, as I've said before. Worry about your measurements. I'll tell you mine, which is, to put in perspective, I'm 5'6.5" and 170 pounds at max. So I'm like 165, 170, depending on how much water I retain. My chest is like 40 inches. My waist is like 32. And then, I don't know about my hips. But basically, my jean size right now is 31. I don't know how it works out, but I fit 31s and 32s. 32s are more looser. But my underwears are size smalls. So, yeah, I have weird measurement. And I've actually been stuck around 165 to 170 for actually a really long time, like over a year. But, well, there was a point where I felt really fat, so I gave up taking whey protein so that I wouldn't gain any more mass. And I've given up whey for over a year now, but I've still maintained the same weight. So I can't say the same would happen to you, but if you do take supplements to gain mass, I just recommend 100% whey, and you don't need to take creatine or any other supplements because they're not really necessary. And I recommend 100% whey and not any other protein supplement because from experience I had mixed protein before, where it's a mix of like soy and other types of protein, and it gave me really bad cystic acne, as if I don't already have acne as is, even though I'm supposed to be an adult already, and I don't know why I have such hormones that give me acne. It was really horrible, and that's pretty much when I started using BB cream and experimenting with makeup, because my acne was that bad that I had to figure out how to cover it up and look presentable, because that's like the worst feeling ever, when it's so bad that people point things out. Also, if you like beer, I don't know why anyone would, because it tastes like crap. It's pretty much like soda. I don't know how much calories light beer has, or if there's calorie-free beer, but I would just avoid it anyways. I myself don't drink at all. When I do, I don't feel any looser than I should, so there's no point in buying alcohol, especially because alcohol is very expensive. And also, personally, I don't play games at all unless it's like restocking my tiny tower, and that's pretty much it. Focus less time on your avatar and more on yourself, because you only have one life to live, as cliche as that sounds, and you might as well make the best of it by improving on yourself and your physical abilities, as well as looking good for yourself and your health and all the benefits that come along with working out and eating healthier. So there really isn't an excuse to not look tons better than the way you do now, and that includes myself, where I should have an awesome stomach and chest and arms and such, but I don't. But I think of it this way, that if I just continue to work out the way I do, I'll maybe have them by the time I'm 30 or eventually. And if not, at least I'll have like a flat stomach or something. So yeah, I'm sorry if I never got to your YouTube comment or question. Please do, if it's really important or urgent, to tweet me or Tumblr ask me. Thanks for watching. I hope that this will be of some help, and good luck. Best wishes. Bye. Hi. So okay, this is my body, though you've probably seen it like a bunch of times on my blog, but here you go. As you can see, I have a lot of fat. So as you can see, I have a lot to work on over here. And yeah, that's my body. Where's the light? Okay, bye.